I smoke more than you sold. I sold more than you know. I lost more than you made. And made more than you owe. I saved more than you seen. Destroyed more than you grown. You say more than you think. And I think more than you spoke. You complain more than a breeze. Flop more than you float. Bitch, I get paid more than you free and forgot more than you wrote. I would never dare to say you snitch. Shit. Remember in that 2-on-2 when Ak was there and came with this? It wasn't fair. O'Shea was spit. And you must have had flashbacks to them interrogation clips where you sit there and claim the fifth because you was barely saying shit. I ain't come to talk about your chick getting with me. Cause I bet you feel worthless since you heard somebody slipped her a Mickey. She swore what she gave you, she wouldn't give up to any. I guess she slipped up with Mickey like a mix-up at Disney. When they call me legend, I battle anybody with potential that can spit. I put on Vs Ness Lee back when Bender wasn't shit. I was the first to call my own time. Something everyone is bit. Shit, I lost the hollow before conceited was anything special, he'd admit. I chose Tony D out of everyone on the list and other veterans were skit. And that played a pivotal role in him being as successful as he is. See, what I'm setting is a trend, and what I'm getting at is this. You brought up my losses, but my losses are more influential than your wins. Dog, if you don't show some humility, I'll take your soul and your dignity. Hey, homie, control your dependency. With that shaped nose, its growth and its symmetry, you take coke and dispose of it instantly. I'm talking keys to the face. Like Beethoven composing a symphony. You're past your prime. Did you forget about your last few battles? Fine. MIB memory swipe flash past your eyes. I'ma milk this matchup, you getting flash past your eyes. Caskets fly, you call me under average size, faggot. That is why you're blacker than them bags you find underneath disaster's eyes. Speaking of Danny DeVito, the fucking thing that's funny is I took a taxi to this heist, like fuck it, keep it running, my business in LA's confidential, cause I'm leaving with other people's money. And if you didn't get the reference, it's cause his slogan doesn't fit his record, it's all a misdirection. I could give you a history lesson on how he's a little jealous. No, not as in amount, as in people, he's little jealous. Between tech conceited, Rex and me, this shit's pathetic. This is your intervention, it's time that you went and said it. Admit it, Darrell, you're 24 and have a motherfucking midget fetish. Funny how the biggest fake in the room's the first to instigate a feud, but fucking with me, shit. You lit a flame and fuse when incinerator fuel. I give your brain a visual and illustrate for you different angles till every bullet fired at me ricochets and splits that little picture frame in two. Wow. I'll ventilate his roof, cause this image ain't the truth. You center stage in a fit of rage like you lift it, aim and shoot, and that's entertaining too. But it's a shame you couldn't stand the sight of your own reflection in that nickel-plated tool. That's some bitch shit. Hey, what happened against Calico? You didn't have your gangster prepared? You sure as hell wasn't banging, throwing up what you claim in the air. You were pacing, covering your face with your hair. No matter what you were saying on the stage when you're there, the translation from your body language was saying you're scared. I told him the title's an idle thing. It's the minus behind the name and promised the tides would change. Y'all saw the decline in weight. He went to being less chubby but seeming less hungry. It's not an unlikely trade. Now, brainstorming the past may warrant me asking if I should blame Foreman the abs for the loss of his title chain. I know he ain't morbidly fat. It's not the topic that I would take, but either way, he should have made more of a splash when he flopped and got his title waved. All biases aside, there isn't a title that I could use that would apply to you. I think blank when describing him. Besides, that seems great. The irony you'll find is Untitled's the only title he's entitled to. Once my blade is brandished, it's bathed in a bath of flames to lash my victims, instigating cataclysms. Like if God has something to say to that, he can get his angels branded with it. I don't give a fuck if the angle's sacrilegious. There's no escaping the wrath that's given. It's painful to fuck with me, and this ain't no sadomasochism. He probably blames those mannerisms on the Anglo-Saxon in him. And don't mistake those race jokes for the scapegoat that it isn't. I ain't no fascist pimpin'. I'm who they show when Kato's mask is lifted. Bruce Lee in plain clothes. Get your face broke quick as I get the case thrown. Faggot, listen, you want a tango, this ain't no dance you're getting. I bet you figured that, didn't you? Well, let's get it cracking. I rigged the package, lit the fuse. When it blew, head removed, bender fragments in a bag, limbs attached to tennis shoes. Dog, they won't even get to wrap the interview without quick I snatch his silver spoon. I'll kill his ass on bananas and you just silverback gorilla food. I'll run up on his pig pen while he eating out the trough. Feeding on his slop. Tell him MTV ain't a fan of you and neither is the Dot. Then fill the magazine like the Forbes camera crew and you legally get shot. And nah, I ain't name dropping being cheap to get some props, but shit, it's a win-win, so ain't no reason I should stop. I mean, the whole world gets to witness me leave them in a box. Malaysia, the Philippines, even Sweden's in the spot. Dog, if we was in Australia, I would feed them to a croc. And how sweet is it even the Englishman will watch as I run up on Big Ben and start cleaning out his clock. See, this is only the first stop of me touring this year, and I'm told I have more fans than you. So who's the real foreigner here? Okay. Everything you wrote's funny, but less true. So study the chess moves. To me, what's so funny's nobody respected in your own country respects you. See, I don't know why this cat gets love, but I'll wrap this up. He ever go on tour, I hope they crash his bus. And that's the only time I want to see you do mad flips, bruh. Fuck it, I don't know if he's worse when he's hosting or spits, but I know he'll be pissed cause y'all about to learn some shit about this hoe, and it's this. Remember in New York when you lost one round and started throwing a fit? He was stomping, holding his fist. I was in the hallway coaching this prick like, come on, shut the fuck up and quit moaning, you bitch. Dog, I'll punch him in his windpipe, snuffing it in mid-flight. I give a fuck about the kid's height. Think I'm not above him, you a sucker and you sniff white. Hold up, I'm fucking with him. Frontin' like I'm big and he's a nobody, something that the kids like. But fuck it, there's substance to this shit. Shit until he comes to my country and gets this hype, any rebuttal doesn't sit right. Hey, I'll be honest. I'm too honest. I got a big mouth and I'm too honest. Oversaturation is one of the huge problems, but what can we do when we refuse to look at the root causes? Like how this is old in age, young in the game, versus mastery. So make your analogies. The fault ain't yours, the framework's a travesty. Maybe blame in these fame-thirsty battle leagues that gave birth to faggotry and bred a million rappers with the same personality. Knowing how the crowd will react, I'll just say I came down to your class to tell you you're a clown and you're trash. Now shut your mouth and be thankful for this shot that I allowed you to have. In reality, I appreciate what you put into it. Y'all are killing grind time, but some of y'all shouldn't do it. You're just clogging up the pipeline. Like, now you 33 and want to step back up in the ring, start battling MCs? That's like strapping on your sneaks, not even stretching or taking the ice packs up off your knees, stepping on the court and expecting to get drafted to the league. Whoa! He's at the wrong end of the spectrum. You established, right? That's a common misconception. It's flashing lights. Just all a misdirection. By the looks of him, you could call him a reflection, cause whenever I do something, he mirrors all of the expressions. Trying to battle on a scene where they calling me a veteran. Same scene, you ain't made a mark or an impression. I'm battling my alter ego with an altered gene code from an alternate dimension. Only we going in opposite directions. And fuck your morbid ass humor. You probably wish I'd get sunburned, survive, only to watch my son burn alive. So instead of wishing death on this dude, I'll let him live it. Your real life is a death sentence to you. And I'd rather get every affliction you've ever wished on everyone than live for a second as you. You sweet, you cake batter. You're living in a fantasy. You're a great rapper, but you're a gimmick and it saddens me. Cause I seen someone in your face, faggot, and you ain't say shit about AIDS, cancer, the women in his family. None of that. I'm surprised you even showed up to your funeral. 90? Alright, I got your back. You know what I would do for you. Even though you've never taken time to show me that it's mutual. Oh. And we could go there, but I won't expose you, that's what you would do. Plus your body language showed that hit close to home, cause we both know what I'm alluding to. Look at this little MC, thinking he the shit cause he's as big as a flea on the back of a dog's ass. Bitch, how big could you be? I say little MC cause I'm bigger than him figuratively, but still real enough to know that shit is bigger than me. This is the easiest shit that I've ever done. When you see a swing and a miss, that's when I sidestep his punch. Then he bleeds from the lip, thinking that mine never touched. The taste of defeat is a bitch. And that's the five senses, huh? Cause between man is deaf and you, the theme of this shit is blind, deaf, and dumb. I'll decrease your lifespan, reply back. Cause you Kerser, and I'm Mac. It's perfect. I think Conceited's hype man would like that. Eat up! If something doesn't compute, I flash on my opponent till his drive's gone. We know you're tight, you a virus. You only showed up when I signed on. Our words will document this moment so it's lifelong. I heard the comp is sick. That's why he's frozen when my sight's on. I'm loading up on lines for him. Reverse the process, now a Kerser brought his clip to open for an icon. Where you been? Staying polished. Meanwhile, a lot of him have came and gone. I've remained the hottest. Deregulate the game. Reaganomics. Take them hostage. Breaking eggs. Making omelets. Don't mistake us. Pay me homage. You compare a satin to Satan. Angel cake to pagan prophets. Love my shit. The respect is mutual except when you alone with your thoughts in your house and all that salt in your mouth. Calling the homie. What was you talking about? I was talking him up. He thought I was talking him down. I was calling his number to see what he thought of this. Now, fucking, I'm mopping him up, hauling him out, calling his number on my list of bodies to count. Instead of click, it's click. This is the difference between calling you up and calling you out. He's used to rapping locally, he does that shit openly. He's got some shit, he's above average vocally, but if you can't remember the raps you wrote for me, battle's over. Please buy a ticket, leave the ring, and watch from where the fan's supposed to be. Salute when you see me. Tell them to let them horns blow. This is my second coming. My fourth coming was foretold. This is his corpse cold on the floor, blood on the wall, swinging the sword slow through the torso of his torn soul. My hands reach out from the abyss, remove the crown under his kicks. His soul lifts from the ground up and it drifts in the cloud cover of mist. He shouts, clutching a fist, but feels his mouth covered or stitched. He's now stuck in the glitch where sound doesn't exist. I said rewind it further. Before you lost this battle to a vet, before you seen organic in the flesh yelling rapper to my left, I accepted this matchup as a matter of respect, so you should feel honored when I decapitate your neck. Blood splashing on the steps and the cracks of the cement until the avenue is wet. But wait, that's when you snap out of it. Wake up, drowning in the sweat, grabbing at your chest, gasping for a breath. You look around you, but instead of a casket, it's your bed, and you realize we haven't battled yet. This all happened in your head. Just imagine what's gonna happen at the actual event. This jealous clown's mad that I pass him, speeding in a slow lane, put him in his casket, leave him in his own grave. Everybody's asking why I'm beefing with a no-name. They said he's good at rapping, so I beat him at his own game. Yeah, see, for him, nothing's achievable. This motherfucker is regional. But last battle, ask him. He was tucking the heater too, right? Look, see, honestly, it was uncomfortable seeing you acting like you was tucking the cannon, bucking and blaming. I understand adjusting for the fans, but something you need to do is at least make it fucking believable. But I'll be honest with them. Getting hyped is what they know me for. This is where Hollow would ask God to forgive him. Man, I might be going overboard. Fuck it. Now it's body bags cause I got his spaz. But this is common knowledge had you heard one of the songs he has. He had baby mama drama. After a year, found out he was not the dad. Funny, cause now I'm sonning you. Kinda like the kid that you thought you had.